this is Hannah Fletcher with MUSE TV, and I am speaking with Adam Barta from Seance with the Queens. You are the executive producer. You were in the show. I am so excited to be speaking with you.
Thank you. I'm excited to speak with you too, and I just have to throw this up right off the bat. I saw you wrote a piece about Amy Poehler was one of your on MUSE TV. So I
Mm.
have a story. I'm just going to break the ice here. Amy Poehler rubbed barbecue sauce all over me on set one time. That was my like. I saw that name and I had to share that story. Like we were filming an episode years ago of Strangers with Candy, if you remember that show. It was on Comedy Central before she was famous, and we were doing a scene together. And I was playing a waiter, and she's like, "You don't look like a waiter. You need to be more messy." She literally got on her hands and knees and rubbed barbecue sauce all over my thing, and I'm like. I didn't know who it was at the time, and I was just like, now thinking back, I'm like, I can't believe Amy Poehler did that. So I had to share that with you to start. Like,
I'm I'm honored. First of all, thank you for doing the research. Second of all, I love that you said that. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. What an honor though to Loki be like rubbed on by Amy Poehler with barbecue sauce.
I
Listen,
know. I was just
that's
like, this is
iconic.
before Mean Girls, before anything. So I got her before she was like really famous. So it was
Oh,
cool.
I half wonder too, like if we ever reached out, I wonder if she'd remember. That'd be so. I mean, it's an iconic moment. She very well might too, you know.
She will definitely remember Strangers with Candy, I think, for sure.
That is so funny. Well, it's a pleasure. I think that your career is very exceptional, and I think that honestly, even your latest project with this show is iconic. I want
Thank
to take it
you.
back to the beginning for you, Adam. Talk to me about
Sure.
the idea, the development, the process. Talk to me about how this all came to be for Seance with the Queens, because I think it's a very interesting concept. And I mean, what a perfect time of year, obviously, for the show to come out. But take me back to the beginning and the whole idea of the show.
So it's interesting. Actually, it started a year ago. Like last August was when we actually came in. This just shows you how long it takes to develop a show and get it onto air. Um,
Mhm.
we had met with, or Sarah Spiritual was a psychic medium that my aunt Anna had introduced me to years ago. And I was developing a show with Tan Mom, the Tan Mom called Tan to 10, which is on Amazon Prime. And we had needed a psychic to come in and do something with Tan Mom. So I enlisted Sarah to come in as a guest star for this episode, and we really loved what she did with Tan Mom. We loved the way the audience responded well to her. So we're like, let's put Sarah in more projects and let's see if we can develop something on her own. And the unique thing about Sarah is she has won the lottery over 500 times. She's predicted and won the lottery. So like I was like, okay, this is legit. This is the real deal. This woman is doing stuff, and she helps the community. She has the Expedito Enlightenment Center, so she's doing good stuff. All the elements were really there, I think, for a successful show, a brand to come out and sort of push her forward. So we went to Lifetime TV, who love we love over there, and
Love
we said we have this great psychic. She's amazing, and they were like, oh my god, this is exactly what we're looking for. We love it, but we just signed the Long Island Medium a week ago, and I was like, ah. So
Mm. Oh,
timing is everything.
man.
So we were like, what do we do? We're like, you know what? Let's just put a show with her. Let's just develop our own show at this point. You think she's got the goods. Let's put our money where our mouth is. So we decided to come up. We're like, we love drag queens. We have this dish that shows a dish. Like, how do we mix this all together? Let's do seances with drag queens and scream queens. And why not? And there it was born from there.
That's iconic. Well, it literally is iconic too, because your cast was iconic. Like you mentioned, I mean, you had scream queens, you had drag queens, you had so many wonderful people. What did the casting process look like for something like this? Did you have did you have like a wish list or like a wider pool of people? Were there people that were involved that maybe, they were hesitant or dropped last minute, or like what did your process look like? Because this is very much like some people don't like to mess with this realm of things. So I know that it is kind of like a specific kind of personal audience that's going to gravitate towards being a part of something like this.
Well, with Sarah, we knew that we weren't going to tap into anything, and she won't do it.
Right.
Like, she's the type of medium that will be like, I'm not going to do anything that's going to conjure like the devil or anything like that. So
Right,
she didn't
right.
want anything, but her interactions are so genuine. Just seeing her at the center, we knew that we were going to capture that, and we did in the actual series. And we started out just doing like a Halloween special because I think the year before I had a Christmas special that was picked up on a network. So like, let's do a Halloween themed special, and everything sort of came together, and we got Sarah. We did the first episode. We shot it at Hamburger Mary's with Kimora Hall, and Kimora had worked with me on hashtag the dish, so that's why I brought her forward. Love,
Right.
love, love Kimora Hall. She's so amazing, so talented.
She's awesome. I loved watching her on the show. She was great.
And she's so sweet in person. Like, she's no ego. She's very much one of those people that will support you, and she supports other people. And there are not many people in this business that do that, so I appreciate that. And so we did this first episode. It got such a good reception. And this was before we had even decided to put it out. Like we were just showing it around. We actually got green. I don't know if you call it greenlit, but we had a financer come in, investor come in and say, "Hey, let's do 5 more episodes or 4 more episodes." And we're like, "Okay, sure." Um, so we kind of went back and we did have a wish list, and we do have a wish list, but obviously we have a budget, so we had to work within our budget. And the people that we got, it's just a lot of it was done on favors and just the fact that they believed in the project. I mean, to get Lisa Wilcox and Felissa Rose,
Yeah,
and just
that's
just
huge.
Tuesday night, like a lot of these actresses I had relationships with, so I pulled them in. And there's a little bit of tea. There was someone, I won't say the name. There was someone who we booked. They were cast on the show. They
Mhm.
were agreements were signed. They were paid flights, hotels, everything was set, and they pulled out the night before because they got another gig. So,
Oh
and it
man.
was a drag queen. I will not say the name, but it
Okay.
was kind of very upsetting, and we were just like, but the funny side to that is that's how we got Lisa Wilcox, because Lisa Wilcox just happened to be in town that day. And I love Lisa. We worked together on another project. I was like, "Would you do this?" And she's like, "Sure." And she came to do it. So she saved the day, Lisa.
That's really nice. Well, I mean, look at how everything works out, the timing of everything. Like it does stink at that moment that you lost that one that you were really excited and looking forward to, and that was going to be a big personality. But Lisa Wilcox obviously is fantastic. That was iconic that you were able to get Lisa too. So there you go, worked out. That's
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It was a dream come true to work with her. So I was very happy.
definitely. No, I was really drawn. I mean, everybody was wonderful on the show, of course. I was personally really drawn to Sarah, like you mentioned, even just with her energy, the way that she conducted this seance. Well, fun fact, I partook in a seance back when I was like 14 with my dad in some home in West Virginia. And honestly, like it shot me into like ghost retirement because of all the things that I experienced. I was like, I was done. Fake or not, I was rocked. My dad was, we were done. We're like, we're done. We're not doing this anymore.
I can say that.
We still did. It was fine. But like it took us out of the game for a minute. So the idea of a seance is always interesting to me, and to see how there are kind of different versions of seances. But like you mentioned, I thought it was very neat that Sarah was so, she has this energy to her, and she's not going to conjure or invite anything that's already just like negative. I want to talk about, we had something, it was in the first episode, something went flying. It was like a t-shirt on
The
a
mannequin.
mannequin. Talk to me about that. What was that like being in the room? I mean, I would have probably, you guys would have had to stop rolling for a second. My mom. What was that process like of witnessing that?
Well, I mean, a lot of it was, I think it's also, we were kind of already caught off guard because of what Sarah was saying. So, like, we were already in the zone of, like, oh my God, like, I can't
Right.
believe some of the stuff that's coming out of this woman's mouth. So, at that point, we were just like, okay, this is real. Like, this is happening. This is it. Like, it's legit, the mannequin. And when it fell, it was almost one of those things where, okay, was it really just like the wind? Did it blow over? But like that thing has never blown over. So you're like questioning all these things, like what is legit,
Right.
and we just continued. And it kept getting weirder because we were having all those audio issues that happened after the mannequin where the mics were
Yeah.
dropping out. And we had like 3 people checking that audio, and it was just something was in there. I don't know. It was just affecting it. But we all felt protected. We felt safe with Sarah there. We really did.
That's amazing. Okay, so that was one of my questions that I was gonna ask, because I noticed, and I love that you guys even like put it on the screen and let the viewers know too, like obviously with the audio and everything for Sarah in particular, it was very much in and out. So on your end, it looked like from whoever was running sound, like that looked like there was nothing wrong, and then you get home, you look at all the footage and post, and you're like, whoa, wait, that's what happened basically?
Exactly. Yeah. And
Oh,
when we first examined it, we were like, we thought we screwed up. We're like, wait a minute. Oh my God, how did we do this? And we're like, but wait a minute. We checked. We had like multiple microphones, people checking. And the
yeah.
weird part, some of the audio is okay. Like in parts where she's talking, it just is fine. But then she starts praying to the angels, and all of a sudden it drops out. And there was no explanation why. Like if it wasn't going to work, it just wouldn't work. Like there's
Right.
no reason why it would go in and out like that. So it was weird. It was
That
weird.
is so spooky. Oh, I have the
Yeah.
chill. Oh my gosh. Do you foresee yourself? So obviously, like you mentioned, you were able to get an investor on board and really finish out a solid season for you guys, in my opinion. And I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed watching this whole
Yeah.
season. Do you think that there are future plans for possibly another round of a show like this, another season? Have you guys received any interest? I know that this is just coming out and about with the world, but I know that people, and especially in your position, are always thinking about down the line and what something could look like if something were to continue on. So what does that process look like, or would you be open to that?
Yeah, we've already started discussing it. We would love to take it on the road next season and go to like maybe like Salem or go to like some really haunted, spooky kind of places. Because I
Yeah.
think that's something that really hasn't been done. Like you take scream queens and drag queens and put them in really scary situations. Like how do they really
Oh my
react?
God.
So, we kind of did it this season, but like we really want to go in all in next season. And I think it's a matter of I actually have see what I can say without violating NDAs. I
You're fine.
have a meeting next month with a production company, it's like the father of reality TV. So I'm hoping that will yield some fruit for this. But so stay tuned.
Oh my gosh, please keep me posted. I'm so excited. Also, if you guys, I have a couple of locations in mind that I can send you after this because
Yes.
I'm from Virginia, so that's like all like Civil War haunted kind of areas. I have a few places in mind that I'll send you. So you
Yes,
can
please.
obviously take the queen. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. I'm so excited for you guys. My final question to you is obviously Sarah did tap into Helen for you. What was that like having that come about? Were you expecting anything like that? Were you hoping that anybody would show through on your side of things? What was that like for you?
I'm gonna pause and get a picture of Aunt Helen because I'm gonna give you
Yes,
an exclusive.
please. Wait, oh my
picture of
God.
Aunt Helen. So I actually talked. Okay, get this on camera. So I actually talked with Sarah about this after. Oh, I love my
You
kitty.
know, he likes to crash interviews. He's an icon.
Aw, he is welcome. He is welcome. Yeah. So I talked. So this is Aunt Helen. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. So this is
Right
that's
there.
me. That's not me. Is that me? No, that's she's holding some dolls. That is Aunt Helen right there, the beautiful and lovely Aunt Helen. Who,
Uh-huh.
if you watch the show, not to give away spoilers,
Right.
there's some stuff that she says about Aunt Helen. I did
Yeah.
find out that Aunt Helen was actually very nice and was not that way. So
Okay.
and I talked to Sarah about this. We're wondering if there was somebody else, another Helen in there, because I don't know if this was Aunt Helen because she was so sweet. But
Right.
in the show, Sarah said she really didn't like me, but my aunt said that she did. So I don't know. But that's Aunt Helen. You have to watch to see, form your
Yes,
own opinion.
exactly.
but
Exactly.
but the one in episode 5 really is where she really got me with my mom and
Yes.
I don't want to cry with this myself, but
No, I was like, I want to bring it up, but also at the same time, like
yeah.
whatever you're willing to share, of course.
Yeah, no, I would love to share it all.
Yeah.
I got to use a clip of there was a clip I filmed 30 years ago of me and my mom and my dad. It was the last Thanksgiving. My dad died like 2 days later in that clip that's in the show. And it's our last happy Thanksgiving together. And Sarah gives me a message from them, and I put that specific clip right in there. And to me, just seeing my parents say, "Hi, Adam," and it's like having parents say that to you from beyond is just, and in the video it's very emotional. So there's a lot of emotional beats in it, and I'm happy to share that with people and kind of let them know that's real. It was real.
Yeah. Oh, I love that for you. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for also just making something like this. I feel like, the world is always in need of really interesting and different types of entertainment. And I think that this was perfect. I'm so excited to see where you guys continue to go with the show. Please keep me posted with every step of the way. I'm really hoping that we can have a conversation this time next year for a season 2, because I think you guys are onto something fantastic and great cast. And I thought you were great. And I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Congrats with everything. It's really awesome.
Thank you so much, Hannah. It's been I'm so honored, I guess, and definitely everything you said, really I take it to heart and I appreciate it so much, because being an independent producer, like stuff like this is really what gives me the fuel to go, hearing people love it and just sharing the experience. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. And everybody make sure that you guys check out Seance with the Queens on Tubi. All of the episodes are out now currently. So go check it out, guys. Thank you so much for watching.